How did my mom's passion for dance turn into my personal nightmare? I first fell in love with ballet when I was 8. I used to watch old videos of my mom dancing before she got injured. She looked like a real-life swan gliding across the stage. One day, I tried to mimic her moves in the living room, wobbling around like a broken washing machine, and something just clicked. My mom caught me mid-spin, and her whole face lit up like I'd handed her the moon. She immediately enrolled me in this elite dance school a couple towns over. Those first few months felt magical. Dancing finally gave me and my mom something we could bond over. She volunteered at the studio, brought snacks, helped the younger kids. It was like we had this secret world only we shared. Other kids would tell me how lucky I was to have a mom like her. She'd film all my practices, and we'd go over the videos together like coaches breaking down a play. She once gifted me an $800 pro leotard and said, "Real dancers wear this. You've got the talent to earn it." I worked harder than anyone in class just to prove her right. Everything felt perfect for a while. I was improving fast, and mom seemed genuinely proud. But as I got older, things started shifting. Right around my 10th birthday, I started feeling this constant pressure hanging over me like a storm cloud. Mom started pointing out every flaw. "Your posture wasn't this sloppy when I was your age. Your leaps don't have enough height." I didn't even know I was being tested, but somehow I was failing. She'd say stuff like, "At your age, I could hold my balance for 30 seconds. And suddenly, every day was about core strength. It got weird when I walked into my room and caught her trying on one of my leotards. She laughed it off like, "Crazy how we're the same size now." Then she told me to wear one of her old regional costumes. I didn't want to hurt her feelings by saying no, but wearing it made me feel like she wanted me to be her, not me. Then, out of nowhere, she told me I couldn't play soccer anymore, even though I'd been doing it for 2 years and loved it. She claimed it would mess with my muscle memory. I reminded her how it actually helped with my footwork. That's when she admitted she already called my coach and had me dropped from the team. Behind my back. When I told her I was thinking about quitting ballet for soccer, she looked at me like I'd betrayed her. "You're really gonna throw away your gift just to kick a ball," she said. I felt crushed by guilt and scared that if I got too good at anything, she'd resent me for it. I started having panic attacks before shows. One of my teachers, Miss Rodriguez, gently brought up that maybe mom was a bit too intense. Not long after, mom pulled me out of that studio and moved me to a new one. By the time my spring recital came around, mom was practically buzzing with nervous energy backstage. She kept glaring at this girl from my old studio, Melody, and muttering things like, "She wore red just to steal your spotlight." I tried focusing on my routine, but mom had this scary look in her eyes that made my stomach turn. During the pre-show chaos, I lost track of her for a few minutes. When Melody finally hit the stage, she slipped hard. The sound of her hitting the floor echoed through the whole theater. Her wrist was bent in a way that made the audience gasp. While people rushed to help her, I felt this awful mix of guilt and relief. But then, the theater director announced that they'd reviewed security footage and needed to speak with my mom right away. I stood there frozen in my blue costume, watching as 5 furious parents and 2 cops cornered her. She was yelling, "They're trying to sabotage us." I was just protecting our future. Her words hit me like a punch. She'd done it. She hurt Melody. For me. Every sacrifice she made suddenly felt rotten. The last thing I saw was her being dragged out, still screaming about how it was all for me. Her face twisted into something out of a horror movie. The same woman who introduced me to ballet had become someone who'd injure a kid just to relive her dreams through me. Now I'm 17, living with my dad. I haven't touched a pair of ballet shoes since that night. Every time I think about dancing, I see Melody's face, twisted in pain. Mom's banned from every studio in the area and wrapped up in legal trouble, but she still insists during family therapy that she was just protecting my gift. And according to her, Melody only had a minor fracture.